Congressman Tim Burchett is joining a growing chorus of lawmakers asking the Pentagon to release what it knows about unidentified anomalous phenomena, also known as UAPs.
Well, first of all, I don't trust the U.S. government, and I'm a United States congressman. I think both parties, frankly, are corrupted. Since 1947, there's incredible proof out there that we are not alone. And to think that we're the best that God can do, to me, is very arrogant and naive. 1947, there was an incident. They claimed that there was a crash. They put a press release out that said, "Saucer recovered."
It was actually July 7th, 1947, when the outside world found out something unusual had happened near Roswell, New Mexico. The headlines from the Roswell Daily Record shocked its readers with news of a captured flying saucer.
It was in all the papers, nationwide, worldwide, if you will, at that time. And then the next day, they brought out old Jesse Marcel. There's a famous picture of him holding like some cellophane and some sticks or something. Oh, we made a mistake. It was a hot air balloon. Now, how do you go from a saucer recovered to basically tissue paper?
Frank Kaufman was a civilian working for the Army 50 years ago, and he says he saw a crashed spaceship and alien bodies.
And we noticed one body was half in and half out of the craft. The other body was slammed up against the arroyo.
And then you go back to the Kennedy assassination. Good gosh, JFK was assassinated over 60 years ago, and yet they won't release anything on it. It's power, it's corruption, it's control, it's money. And those are all the things that really prop up Washington today. Has the U.S. government become aware of actual evidence of extraterrestrial, otherwise unexplained forms of intelligence?
I like to use the term non-human. I don't like to denote origin.
I've talked to experts. I've seen testimony from astronauts. I've talked to fighter pilots, some of the best in the world, and they tell me that they've chased these craft. And yet the Pentagon says they don't exist, and now we're talking about throwing money at it, and all of a sudden they say they want to study it. You know, they lose billions of dollars every year. They've never passed an audit. And, you know, as I like to say, the Pentagon is a bunch of war pimps anyway. How can you trust that bunch? So the American public deserves transparency. We deserve to know what's going on. I had a conversation with somebody who called me over the weekend that was very high up in the Trump administration. They told me that I'd kicked a hornet's nest and that their words were, I needed to get some bodies around me. I take that very serious. You know, you're talking about upsetting the apple cart. And the Pentagon is billions and billions of dollars.
Is there any hesitation on your part to keep pushing forward on this?
Hell no. I'm not going to back down. It might cause me to lose an election, but it's not going to cause me to back down.